Hi there. My name is Brainger Ron. Think of me as your own personal tour guide as we walk down that path of life called Trigeminal Neuralgia. Now, the next few hacks that I want to offer to you are ones that are going to hopefully make you as comfortable as possible, as quickly as possible. But in order for me to talk about that very first hack, let's go to bed. Hi there. My name is Ron Harvey. For almost 30 years, I was a park ranger. And during that time, I worked at some amazing places all across the United States and did some amazing things. But one day, I was diagnosed with trigeminal neuralgia, the most painful medical condition one can have. Scared, depressed, anxious, and full of despair. I didn't know what to do or how to live with this. With the help of all my loved ones, online support groups, a sense of humor, and a lot of trial and error, I was able to start learning to live again day by day. There's a lot of things to be shared with folks about trigeminal neuralgia, especially to those who have recently been diagnosed with this issue. That's why I'm here. Come join me and my noggin nemesis BoBo and learn how to fight back. Welcome to Trigeminal Neuralgia Hacks with Brainger Ron. Okay then. Welcome to the inner Brainger sanctum. This is one room that I'm certain a lot of folks who have trigeminal neuralgia spend a lot of time in. And for the caregivers, the loved ones, I think a lot of them are surprised to find out that taking a lie down and trying to go to sleep are two different things altogether. With the trigger spots that we have, it's very, very difficult to get comfortable. Worse yet is if you're asleep and roll over onto that trigger spot, it's no picnic waking up to a flare. So here's a couple fairly easy things that you can do to try to make that night of going to bed a little bit easier. First and foremost, I do use incense. Never was a big fan of incense, but this particular aroma, the coconut mango, really helps soothe me. I know for some folks, incense isn't their bag, but let me just kind of roll off some ideas here to you. Let's say, freshly baked bread or a recently mowed garden. You know, just by thinking of those things, it does kind of trigger a little memory response and to an extent actually calms you down. So it's a little ranger trick that we learned when we were doing programming, and we still do it. We try to engage in all of the senses that people have. So the one that's always difficult, well, the two that are most difficult are taste and smell. And to be honest, with all of the medications that I already take, sometimes I go to bed rather super hyped or just too tired to even sleep. The incense actually helps me out. Moving along here, I've got my assortment of moist heat packs and a hot water bottle. I'll get it out. Holder. A lot of people don't really use heat packs anymore. The hot water bottles, I mean. Guys, seriously, it helps. I don't have a kettle up here, which is probably a good thing. Um, I'll pop up a picture, show you what happens when you don't use this little sort of hairy homeowner stand. I had a little over, well, I was in between second and third degree burns on my right hand. But yeah, this is just two pieces of scrap wood glued and nailed together. Got a nice little C hook right there. That's an easy way for to stand it up when you're filling it. This is usually kept down in the kitchen, but that hot water bottle lasts me the whole night. Um, Also, for hot water bottles, I have no problem filling one up with water and sticking it in the freezer. I know we alternate between hot and cold, so it's always good to have a hot water bottle nearby. Oh, my assortment of heat packs. This one right here, the one on the right, is actually one that goes around your neck. I'll talk about that in just a minute because that's a really good lifesaver. Cheap O microwave. Took us a while to figure out that, hey, it would be best to have a microwave up in the room. Doesn't have to be fancy pants. We're not cooking anything. We're just heating up our moist heat packs. So this is a $50 investment. And I'll tell you guys, this has saved me so many times. I know there are times where it's just utter agony to try to crawl out of bed and then go to the kitchen, hit a, cook up your heat packs, and then try to go back to bed. For here, we're talking the distance of, well, it's right at the foot of the bed. And even then, that can be rather challenging. Oops. Folded some clothes. You guys don't need to see those. Nothing dirty. All right. This is an old printer stand. And the nice thing about it is it does hold a lot more than just your regular uh, um, nightstand. Got my medicines all at ready. I do have apnea. If any folks do have apnea, talk with your sleep doctor. See what kind of mask or fitting that you can. Fortunately, for the mask that I have, it does not go near my trigger spots. Not anywhere near, which is nice. Um, got my daily uh, pill bottle organizer. One nice thing about it, this is one reason why I got the stand, is the printer stand rather than just regular end table. Doesn't matter where I am laying in bed. All I have to do is just reach out my left hand, and I can grab it. I know exactly where it is. All right, move on to the bed. This is one of the hardest problems that we folks have with trigeminal neuralgia. Is just trying to get comfortable. Like I said, when we lay down, yeah, we lay down, but sleep is not exactly what we're looking for. We're just looking for some relief. And considering where the trigeminal nerve is located, if you do a lot of bending over physical activity, you might be, I don't know, I'm not a doctor, but you might be squishing your brain up against the nerve. I don't know, I'm not a doctor, but hey, I don't like squishy brains. So, but hey, we don't have to worry about zombie apocalypse either because we already got mushy brains and hey, they want fresh brains. So there we go. For the bed itself, um, this is a king. I know everybody, not many, doesn't have a king. We did have another bed in here. The mattress was gone. It wasn't just causing issues for me. For Mrs. Brainger, the same thing. So we took the plunge, and this actually is an automatic uh, bed that kind of raises and lowers. If you don't have one of those, don't worry about it. What you want to try to do, again, is just trying to get yourself in a comfortable position. And for me, I cannot lay down flat. Um, I actually have vestibular migraines, which messes up not only my balance, messes up my hearing as well. But I cannot lay flat. And guys, even though this is for vestibular migraines, I recommend this book. Um, a lot of folks are surprised to find out that when we have trigeminal neuralgia, it's not just trigeminal neuralgia. Usually there's one or two other health issues that we run into. So, we're overachievers. What can I say? But, anyways, for the bed, you can either try to, if you can't lay flat like me, just stack it up with pillows. Um, One nice thing about it is too, is If you don't have pillows and you don't want to go buy anymore, you get some clothes. It's springtime now. It's hotter than heck. So when I first was diagnosed, hey, I stuffed old winter clothes into a pillowcase and kind of created that wedge. Foam wedges are pretty good too. Now for sleeping, I'll put the microphone down here for just a second. Going to bed. Going to bed. Okay. So my trigeminal neuralgia is located on the right side. And it's kind of nice when I sleep on this side of the bed, I can reach out with my left hand to my meds. No problem. Really, really pisses BoBo off that I have to do that. Isn't that right, BoBo?
I don't like that.
Yeah, I know you don't. So how about that, buddy? So what I'm trying to do is create a pillow fort here. And I have this long body length pillow that I kind of brush my right side of my body up against. Before trigeminal neuralgia, my comfy spot was the right side. I'd sleep on my right side. And there are times still today where in my sleep, I will turn over, I will hit that trigger spot. And yeah, having a dream and then having a flare in your dream and then waking up realizing it's not a dream, you're having a flare. So yeah, wedge it on up. And hopefully that will kind of help you from turning on to your flare side. I do put a hot water bottle down at my hip. It feels nice, but also it's sort of like a little deterrent, like a little speed bump that I can't turn onto my side. Now, remember the neck thingy? This thing? I love this thing. When I go to bed at night, I zap this for a couple minutes, and then I put it about up to my neck and sit up on my pillow, or lay it on my pillow. Not only does it feel good, this also keeps me from turning onto my right-hand side. It's like a travel pillow. You know, you go on an airplane, you see one of those. Hey, those things are great. I used them for a while too. Um, my trigger spot, one of them kind of popped up, so I can't use that anymore. But for this guy, I have absolutely no problem using. So, anyways, this is a really quick hack. Threw a lot out at you, but hopefully it'll help. Again, smelly stuff if you are so inclined. The book, I'm talking about the book. Um, One nice thing about it is this is kind of like a diary. And I do recommend you guys to do this because you can start following trends. For the vestibular migraine, there are certain foods that I should not be eating. And when I go to bed at night, I kind of list down, the foods I've ate. And if I notice a recurring theme on what I ate, it kind of set me off either with BoBo or the vestibular migraine, or worse yet, both. I can track it and then I can curtail my diet. I'm a little bit of a chunky ranger or chunky branger, but compared to where I was before I got this book, I had nothing to complain. I lost about 40 pounds on that diet. Look up vestibular migraine diets. I will do in a future episode. Foods. So again, I keep the hot water bottle downstairs, put it on a stand. Just figured I'd put it up here for you to see. And of course, get yourself a cheapy microwave. It is a lifesaver. Something that you can reach without really having to flip over onto your TN side. Also got a little grabber right here if need be. Trash can. Uh, for the loved ones, this isn't for trash. Trust me. Sometimes you wake up in a flare and oof, oof. So you can't make it to the bathroom sometimes. And hey, just the regular bed stuff. So, anyways, that is a quick thing on the bedroom. Hang on one second here. I gotta flip you around. So that is the Brainger's inner sanctum. I hope this actually helped, and hopefully this will cheese off your personal BoBo. I know that my BoBo doesn't like it at all. So, did say I'm going to try to keep these things as short as I can, so I'm going to stop this video here in just a moment. Again, love to y'all. I love you all, except you, BoBo. Screw you, BoBo. Screw you.
Don't forget to tell them about the thing.
Thanks for reminding me, BoBo. Folks, if you found this video, this hack video, to be of any service of use for you, please, 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 please give it a like, comment, a share, subscribe. I'm hoping we can break the YouTube algorithm and make the voice of trigeminal neuralgia heard to all. My love to you. We'll see you next time.